Why is Destiny so addicting? As so many people love to play it and play it for extended amounts of time. Well, today I'm going to answer that question for you, or at least try to my best, to my most capable standards. Now, one of the major things about Destiny is its RNG loot system. Now, I think this is probably one of the most addicting parts of the game, the RNG. It's pretty much a full-out gambling simulator, and as I'm sure you know, gambling is addicting in its own way. But in this case, you don't put in money, well you do for the initial game, but you put in time to see what you get, and you get compared to what other people get.
Lots of movement all around us. The princes are coming for the sword.
Anyway, I think there are lots of people complain about it, but it's also probably one of the most addicting aspects of the game itself. And there's also really solid gameplay if you think about it, and that might also be another addicting factor. Even though there isn't an in-depth story, but in-depth stories aren't really addicting. They're more of an afterthought that people want. As I'm sure most of you know, you won't get addicted to a story. It's more of an afterthought. When the game's over, you say, oh, that was a good story. And then you might want to replay it to understand the story better. Anyway, so I think probably one of the biggest reasons why Destiny is so addicting is because of its similarity to gambling. As in, you see if you can get an engram. And you just love that feeling when you get lucky and have that amazing drop that you've wanted for a long,
they say
long
that was
time.
One of the most powerful weapons the Hive
Like,
ever
you'll
wielded
feel like
against us.
amazingly good
Cryptarchs
if you
won't
get
believe this.
an exotic or something, and that's what keeps you playing. That rush, that excitement when you get a really high-level weapon for after you've worked so hard for it. Yet some people will get mad since they'll be compared to other people. It's kind of like how if one person wins, if two people buy a lottery ticket and one person wins, it's not necessarily skill on any part of that person's half. It just happens to be complete dumb luck, and the other person's bound to be mad since they might be a better person or something. I don't know, but everyone thinks that they deserve it over everyone else for whatever reason, and the reason might not even be true, but everyone wants something that other people have, as they feel they have been tricked out of something that they deserve. And that's why probably a lot of people have quit Destiny, because they feel they've been tricked out of it, since they have been playing just as much as the other person, but the other person might get twice as many exotics, so of course they're gonna feel tricked. Yet they still might come back to play, hoping to get luckier than the other person, which I think is in itself an interesting aspect of the game. The fact that it's gambling, and you pretty much are trying to get the good stuff that your friends get, and that's probably why if you, the more people that you play with, the more likely you will be to continue playing, just to get the stuff they've gotten. Like, I'll probably continue playing until at least I get found verdict, since that is one of the few weapons in the game I want, and I just seem to be really unlucky. And I feel I've been tricked out of it since I've done the raid 20 times. Well, someone else that's done the raid 3 times has gone and found verdict every time, which I find to be very frustrating, and I feel that person is undeserving of it, especially considering it was 3 times. But anyway, this has been it with Static Hero. I'm using my pumpkin head because it's amazing. And good luck to everyone in there. I don't know. Good luck to everyone. And Happy New Year.